If you are interested in what a low-end sports card and TCG seller on eBay makes, then this video is for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's Ken here with Cantstaymoored Collecting. I am a eBay seller that sells low-end sports cards and Pokemon cards on eBay. I currently have a 9 to 5 job. I'm in the military, still active, so I do that as my normal job. And I kind of picked up eBay selling back in late November, early December as a way to try to get a little bit of extra income, try to take what I enjoy with my hobby and make it more into a little extra income and side job, per se, with the goal long term of making this a 9 to 5 job when I retire from the military, since I'll have a little extra income with my retirement pay and other pays that will help me kind of get on my feet a little bit. But what I'm going to talk about today is what a low end sports card seller in 2025 currently does on eBay. I'm going to show you total sales. I'm going to show you my fees. I'm going to show you what I take home. I'm going to kind of break down everything that I've done over the month of January. So let's get into it. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my eBay. Like I already said, I'm a 4-figure eBay seller. Just off the month of January alone, I had $1,100 and almost $1,200 in sales. I had $317 in selling costs, and then a net profit of $810. So yeah, eBay does take a bit of a fees. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be upfront about it. They do take a nice chunk of fees. But at the same time, I also look at I don't have to pay sales tax. They cover the tax thing. They cover a lot of my nuances that I don't necessarily need right now while I'm trying to start my low end sports card business going. So eBay kind of covers that for me. And then don't look at my average cost of sales. It's kind of buffed up a little bit. And then if I take this 810 and minus 2 Warhammer things that I sold, because it's an old hobby of mine that I don't really do anymore, so I'm trying to sell off some of that stuff to feed into my sports and Pokemon hobby. For example, I was able to sell an old model, take that money, and I put it into this card show that I went to a couple weekends ago with my kids and my wife. We were able to go to the card show on went to a couple of dollar boxes, got some really good deals out of those dollar boxes, and able to sell a couple of those cards already, even though I just posted them. So take that money, put it back into my business, or sports cards or Pokemon cards, and be able to kind of grow from there. So that's what I did. That's what I'm continuing doing. So when you look at this 810, it is not all sports cards, full transparency. But kind of just again goes to show things that I had. It shows that I had a total 64 buyers, 63 one-time buyers, and I had one repeat buyer. And then kind of breaks down like what sold, right? So then I want to break it down a little bit more for you. I want to show you the Excel spreadsheet, show you like what's selling, how much it's selling for, etc. Excuse me. So I wasn't able to. Well, I actually can kind of see it on the far left side. So total sale item, and then you can go to what the net sale item was. So I sold 2 Japanese Terrestrial Festival Vaporeon Full Arts SIRs. 2 different boxes, same card. A little disappointed in how that one happened, but decided I liked ripping the cards. I liked seeing them, but I didn't want them personally, so they're not one of those things that I was like, oh my god, I need to keep. So I ended up selling it, putting it up for auction. One sold for 75, the other one sold for 70 total, and then got a 52 and 54 return on that. So it was kind of how that worked out for me. Now you can see like I had a lot of higher end cards. I had a lot of things that sold over $10, and then if you scroll down, majority of my sales were probably that dollar, $2, $3. Anywhere between that 10 to $1 profit would probably be majority of the sales. And then you can kind of already see it on here. I had a return. It was my first return. I had a buyer open up a claim against me. No fault of his own. Card showed delivered on eBay. I went ahead and saw that on UPS, said it was delivered. He waited 2 days, and then after that, I was like, you know what? I feel bad that UPS kind of did you like this. Knowing what I know now, I shouldn't have done that, but refunding $4 wasn't that big of a deal for me. I felt bad. He wanted to kind of complete a collection that he had for a player of his. So I refunded him the money so he could put that back into his player. But lessons learned, I know, moving forward to potentially not do that, especially if the show's delivered. Everything's insured by eBay, so the buyer will get their money back, just not necessarily through me. Um, but back to the month of sale, or month of January for sales, I had an 11-day streak where I had a card sale every day, which is really good for me. I was super excited about that. I also had a point where I was running out of my free 250 items that I could post. So sold 64 items that I had listed in December that expire after the 30 days carry over. So I was only able to list potentially about 75, 80 items this month. And I hit a point to where I was like, you know what, this isn't going to work for me anymore. I need to open up an eBay store. So I looked at it a lot in December, and then I decided to finally make that jump in January. So open up an eBay store, and just go over how that went for me. So it's really easy, really simple. eBay sets it up. You pick their storefront that you want. Each one has a subscription fee going from, I think it's like $6 a month or $7, $7 a month if you don't do the yearly. If you just do it monthly, it's almost $7, $8 a month, all the way up into the thousands. I sure as heck isn't ready for that one. So I went with their basic program, basic store. Kind of lets you open up how you want it to look, things that you're looking for your store. Let you put in a banner, an about me page. Shows some of your sales, and then it shows your. I have the category set up as newly listed, top picks, and then the rest of my items. As I get more sealed product, as I get more normal product, I will absolutely keep going with how I reorganize my store, sell it up by sports cards, TCG, all the features to help one-stop shop. You click on my store, you can go to, if you want Pokemon cards, you want or other TCG cards as I move forward, and then if you want sports cards, and then break it up by which sport I have selling. So I ended up doing that for the month of January. I'm pretty excited about it. And now, as I record this video on the 1st of February, my goals for February are to essentially do what I did in January, except more, right? Do the same amount of sales, hit the same amount of customer base, hit the same amount of impressions that I get with my eBay store. Because if you have the opportunity when you look at it and you go through your store, you have these. Where's that traffic? The ability to show like the impressions that you have, listing views, if it's organic, not organic, and things like that. So you can kind of see in early month of January, I was lower in 3,000, 4,000. Towards the end of January, I picked up into the 8,000, 9,000s. And that's kind of where I want to be. I want to be at that higher end number for the month of February moving forward. So that is the goal for January. If you are also starting an eBay store selling Pokemon cards, sports cards, other TCG cards, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you went, things that you're doing to improve your business as you move forward. If you're interested in this content and Pokemon cards, sports cards in general, I'm going to be doing talks on my view of both markets here soon, what it looks like for opening products for me, potentially getting Japanese product for Pokemon cards, and then trying to get a distributor by the end of the year for sports cards is the end goal. It's my kind of goal that I put on myself. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, as I will be talking about all these things and potentially how I'm going to be starting an LLC by the end of the year. Thanks, and have a good one.